I'm in desperate need of a reset. So in today's video, it is time to finally get organized, start setting my goals into motion. In my last video, we did all of the goal setting and more like inner mind work. And now I need my space to match that too, because this is currently what my space looks like. And that year of the horse, we just can't have that. So come along with me for this ultimate life reset. She just woke up from her nap. Are you ready? Yeah, let's do this. It's Sunday, which is fitting because this is a reset video. So this is not only like the ultimate Sunday reset, but also just a life reset. Reminder to be drinking your water. I just got this new water bottle from Lululemon and I'm really excited about it because it's clear. So it's gonna basically bully me into drinking more water. Look how much I've already drank today. Now that we have my mind organized from my last video, I need to get my world organized, and obviously that starts with my space. My boyfriend and I did a very big like deep clean where we scrubbed things down in our apartment. But one of the things that I was thinking about as my goals for this year is just to feel a little bit more intentional about the things I'm keeping in my space. I'm such a trinket girly, but I don't need to buy every single trinket I think is cute. Is the lesson I'm learning. If you struggle with getting rid of things and like parting with things and clutter, I highly suggest reading this book. I read this a couple years ago when we moved and it literally motivated me to purge so much. The whole like thing is that you should literally go around your space, pick up every single item and ask yourself, does this spark joy? And if it doesn't, it's gotta go. Even if you just kind of like something, it's not enough. Yesterday, I cleaned my bedroom because this is what I was working with. Alexa, play my Lucky Girl New Year playlist.
Here's Lucky Girl New Year from Spotify.
I feel like the new year is the perfect time to clean out your drawers. When it's out of sight, it truly is out of mind. You may not be realizing how much is in your drawers, so I just cleaned out our like major junk drawer. I reorganized our dishware. I got rid of so many vitamins that were just expired or just not needed anymore. And of course, I need to clean my vanity. Oh my god. I am such a creature of habit when it comes to makeup, and I basically have a very set in stone makeup routine that I love. So as much as I like trying new products, if it's not something that I'm using every single day, I do not want it in my vanity area. So I went through all of my products. There were so many that were expired that I didn't even realize that I had to get rid of, empty. My new strategy to kind of try to keep myself from creating such a mess on my vanity every day is to put all of my most used products that I use every day in this, say, like travel bag. I have a bad habit of using a product and then just putting it on the table instead of putting it back in the drawer. This is on top of the table. All I have to do is literally set it in here, and hopefully that will help me avoid clutter. So I filled this up with just my favorite makeup products that I use every single day, and honestly, it came out so cute, and I feel like this is just gonna be super handy. So my boyfriend is the best at gifting. He got me this vintage lipstick holder for Christmas, and I put all of my favorite lip products in it, and I just am so obsessed with how that came out. Whimsy way of avoiding clutter. This is the current state of my closet. I do share these closets with my boyfriend, and he actually just did a big declutter of some things, but now it's my turn because this is not it. I finished cleaning my closet out and it's looking so much better. Let me show you. Dun, 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 dun. Look, there's even an empty hook. That's kind of crazy. I got rid of a lot of sweaters actually, and then I folded the ones that we're keeping. Given that this is all his stuff, like this is pretty good for me. I feel like I finally got rid of a lot of things that I have been holding on to for too long. Over here, like look how much better this is looking. Organized all of our linens and got rid of some that we don't use. And then look at this. I have not one, not two, but 3 bags of things to donate. A little mini closet sale too, so stay tuned for that. Okay, so I've been doing so much journaling. I set up my whole journal in my last video, but something I haven't gotten to yet and I think will be really, really helpful is basically writing out like my ideal routine, my ideal day from start to finish. As we are like cultivating this like dream version of ourselves and our dream life, I feel like one of the things that I want to get super, super clear on is my morning routine, because I'm realizing how much my morning sets me up for the rest of the day. Okay, so I'm gonna write this out right now. I just finished that. I won't give you my whole routine because I think I'll do like a little morning routine video pretty soon. But the big things that I want to be incorporating into my mornings are waking up at 5 or 6 every day, which I know may sound kind of crazy, but I thrive off of waking up early. I'm such a breakfast, like coffee, tea person right away, like after I wake up. I love that time where I just sit and have my little morning breakfast, but I usually watch like TikToks. So I'm gonna try to replace that with reading or watching something that's like educational. I wanna do some at-home Pilates every morning just for like 10 to 30 minutes. Then I have a specific time that I set that I want to be starting my makeup every day. And then I want to basically just be beginning with my work by 8:30 to 9 every single day. I think that'll really help me, but I highly suggest that exercise if you are feeling just a little bit like scattered, like you don't really have a good vision for what you want your days to be, because just writing that out helped me realize kind of where I'm falling short, like where I need to make changes. And now I like have a plan moving forward, which feels really good. Good morning. Okay, so I just rolled up to my cycling class. Happy Swiftie Sunday, my loves. I've been going to this cycling class every single Sunday past couple of months now. I feel like my mom and I especially have been going, also been going to a couple other classes like during the week, and this is probably just the most consistent I've been with like a workout class in a really long time. One of my goals this year is to make working out not feel like working out and just make movement more part of my lifestyle so that it doesn't feel so hard and it just feels like, oh yeah, of course I'm going to my cycling class right now. I don't know if anybody else with ADHD feels this, or just maybe people in general. I kind of feel like it's an ADHD thing that I'm figuring out with myself, is that whenever I'm doing like a workout or something physical, it feels like torture in my brain, not because what I'm doing is hard, but because there's like this little voice the entire time just asking, when is this gonna be over, telling me I can't do it, telling me I need to tap out. So I've always kind of struggled with like physical activity besides dance. You guys know, if you know, I used to be a dancer. I've kind of been redefining my relationship to dance. I've kind of taken some time off, but that meant that I like literally wasn't moving my body for like a couple of years there. So this is like the first workout besides dance that I have experienced where I'm able to really combat that voice in my head and not get in my head the whole time. And I think a huge part of it is because of the music. The music is just so fun. You have like these headphones on and it's dark and you can sing, especially fun for Swiftie Sunday. Also just in general, Swiftie Sunday makes me so emotional. Sometimes I'll like take my earphones off for just a little second and I'll hear everybody singing in the room and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is girlhood. One of my biggest goals this year is just to combat that feeling, that little voice in my head that's constantly telling me like, you can't do this. I'm getting that voice out of my head this year. I'm very determined, but it's like a bigger theme in my life, like outside of working on as well. So we're starting here in this class, getting that voice out of my head, and hopefully it'll transfer to all the other aspects of my life too. We're here at Swiftie Sunday. Strong AF. Okay, so one of my goals this year is to get off of my phone more. One of the things that I'm doing to replace my phone scrolling is I'm trying to read more. Reading makes my brain feel like it's taking a breath of fresh air. I would love your book recommendations below. The books that have gotten me back into reading are thrillers and mystery books. Since I'm really in the depths of a reading slump right now, I'm reading, you guessed it, a Frida McFadden book, because Frida McFadden never fails to get me out of a reading slump. Her books are definitely what got me back into reading. I also got a Kindle, and what I really like about it, because my brain is constantly telling me that things are gonna take a really long time and they're gonna be horrible, I put on the setting where it shows you like how much longer is left in your chapter. This is a whole chapter and it says only 6 minutes left in the chapter. And when I see that, I'm like, okay, all right, I have no excuse. Like, I can totally take 6 minutes to read this chapter, and that has really been helping me. Anyway, I'm trying to add this into my habits. I'm gonna take 20 minutes and read a little. You're so cute. You wanna read with me? Lady, you would not believe the craziest thing that just happened. It is such a good reminder, even when it's cold, to get outside, get some fresh air. I feel like when it's cold out, we so easily can be like, I'm just gonna stay in. But in order to really feel cozy, you have to go outside. You have to, like, obviously in like proper attire and safely, but you have to experience the cold. And it's something just so refreshing, wakes you up, makes you feel like alive and just good. So get outside and breathe the cold air today. Don't be afraid of the cold. Put on a cute, warm outfit and get yourself outside, and then you can go inside afterwards and feel so cozy. Walking in a new place, and Lady is loving it because she's a city dog, so it's fun to get up and out of our little like city area. No more salt on your toes today.
The ending goes honest, honestly don't. I should be the last to know. All in this, I stand alone. Show me where the ending goes.
You're kidding me. Look what I just found. Is it really a reset video if I don't take an everything shower? It was hair wash day too, and in 2026, I really want to take better care of my hair and start wearing my natural curls again. The lore is that I used to make so much curly hair content, but then a few years ago I cut my hair, and ever since then my curls just haven't really been the same, and I started using more heat on my hair and damaging it. All of that ends this year because I've been watching so many hair care videos and realizing I really do love my curls when I take the time to do my routine, so I just want to get back into my hair and scalp health. So far in 2026, I have not used any heat on my hair except for a blow dryer, so I feel pretty excited about that. Now I'm getting so excited to grow out my hair and wear it curly again. My curly ears are back. Okay, so as we all know, I already made a vision board in my journal. It's something that I flip past every single time I open my journal and just keeps me focused and remembering my goals and my dreams. But I also really want to have one that's on a wall somewhere. My boyfriend and I were looking at our fridge the other day and we were like, hold on, we could totally be utilizing our fridge better. Like, we could make our fridge work for us. We decided we are both gonna make vision boards to put on our fridge, and then we're also just gonna have a calendar on our fridge so that we can really be keeping track of stuff. This was such a fun activity to do with my boyfriend as well. We like turned on nice music and made it a whole little date, chatting about our goals, our dreams, the habits that we really want to stick to this year. And I feel like you could Make your fridge really personalized to you, to your partner, to your roommate. Make it really work for you and help you stay organized and help keep things front of mind for this new year.